roles of the Levites and the priests in ancient Israel, particularly during the time of Josiah's reforms, had distinct functions, responsibilities. Here's a breakdown of how their roles differed. 1. Tribal identity. Levites. The Levites were members of the tribe of Levi, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. They were set apart for service to God and the community, but not all Levites served as priests. Priests. The priests were a specific subgroup of the Levites, descending from Aaron, the brother of Moses. Only those from Aaron's lineage could perform the most sacred duties in the temple. 2. Duties and responsibilities. Levites. Assistants in worship. Levites served as assistants to the priests, helping with the various duties associated with temple worship, such as preparing sacrifices and maintaining the temple. Teaching and education. Levites were responsible for teaching the law to the people, ensuring that they understood God's commands and how to live according to them. Leading music and worship. They often led musical aspects of worship, including singing and playing instruments during sacrifices and festivals. Priests. Sacrificial duties. The primary responsibility of priests was to perform sacrifices and rituals in the temple, acting as mediators between God and the people. This included offering burnt offerings, sin offerings, and other sacrifices. Maintaining holiness. Priests had to adhere to strict rules regarding purity and holiness, as they were to maintain the sanctity of the temple and the sacrificial system. Consultation and judgment. Priests also acted as judges in legal matters and provided guidance to the community regarding the application of the law. 3. Access to the holy places. Levites. While Levites had access to the temple and could perform certain duties, they were generally restricted from entering the most sacred areas, such as the Holy of Holies, which only the high priest could enter on the Day of Atonement. Priests. As the mediators of worship, priests had direct access to the altar and the holy place within the temple, allowing them to perform their sacrificial and ritual duties. 4. Spiritual leadership. Levites. Levites played a supporting role in the spiritual leadership of the community. Their teaching and musical contributions were vital for communal worship and education, but did not include the highest sacred responsibilities. Priests. Priests held a more authoritative role in spiritual matters, leading the people in worship and maintaining the religious laws and rituals, thus holding a higher status in the religious hierarchy. 5. Covenantal role. Levites. The Levites were seen as a gift to the people of Israel, dedicated to God's service. They had specific cities and towns assigned to them throughout Israel, where they could teach and lead worship. Priests. The priests had a covenantal role tied directly to the sacrificial system and the maintenance of the covenant relationship between God and Israel. Their lineage from Aaron made them the primary mediators of God's presence among the people. Conclusion. In summary, while both Levites and priests were essential to the worship and spiritual life of ancient Israel, their roles differed significantly in terms of duties, responsibilities, access to sacred spaces, and spiritual authority. The priests were the principal mediators of worship, while the Levites supported the priests and played roles in teaching and leading the community.